In this video, we're going to prepare a production report using the weighted average method. We're given information regarding our beginning work in process, 250,000 units. We started and completed an additional 140,000 units, and then we started 20,000 that remained partially complete during the period. Our first step is to calculate or count for our physical units and calculate our equivalent units. So beginning work in process, 250, plus 140,000 we started and fully completed, plus an additional 20,000 that we started that were partially complete. So for the period, we need to account for 410,000 units. For direct materials, again, anything that's been transferred out is 100% complete. So we had 250,000 from beginning work in process. Again, we don't care about the stage of completion for our weighted average method. That information will be important when we prepare a production report using a FIFO method. Units started and completed, that was an additional 140. Ending work in process, 20,000 units, and those are, in this case, 100% complete. So our total equivalent units for direct materials, 410,000 equivalent units. For conversion cost, again, anything started and completed or anything transferred out is 100% complete, so 250 from beginning, plus an additional 140 that we started and completed. Ending work in process, though, 20,000 units, and they are 50% complete. So total equivalent units, 400,000. Step 2, calculate our cost per equivalent unit. So we need to pick up our costs. Our beginning work in process cost for direct materials, 8,300. We added an additional 140,000 in cost. So the total cost that we need to account for direct materials is $149,000. The cost for conversion total, 447,700. Our total cost, we can simply add those together, and we see our total cost that we need to account for is $596,700. The third step, calculate a cost per equivalent unit. We've got 149,000 in cost for direct materials. We've got 410,000 equivalent units, so the cost per equivalent unit is 149,000 divided by 410, and again that should be units, no dollar sign right there. So 410,000 units at an equivalent cost per unit of 0.363. We can copy those over for our conversion costs. Our cost was 447,700, but this time we divide by 400,000 equivalent units. Step 4, we need to assign cost either to the units that were transferred out or to ending work in process. Units transferred out, that is the 250 that were in beginning work in process, plus the additional 140 we started and completed, and then that will get multiplied by 0.363 for our cost per equivalent unit for direct materials. Ending work in process, we had 20,000 equivalent units times the same 0.363, and we add the two together to get a total direct material cost of 149,000, which agrees with the cost we had to account for. We can copy that across. In terms of our total cost, then, we simply add conversion with direct materials, add conversion with direct materials for ending work in process, and we confirm that the $596,700 in cost that we had to have accounted for equals the $596,700 of cost that we needed to account for.